And I like to test people. I like to, I'll be happy one day and I'm going to see who's consistent with it because I'm super consistent. But I'm going to give you them small little tests and be like, yo, what's going down? This Big Cerebral Valley. You are here for the test. Here you are. Here's your fucking pencil. And then we're going to see how you do today. But every day is going to be a different day, a different quiz, a different test. Because I want to see how you move. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to see how you respond. I'm going to pay attention to everything, your tone of voice, your attitude. I'm going to see how you react in front of other people, how you are one-on-one. I'm going to see how you react in certain situations that don't involve you, but now you want to get involved, yourself involved into some shit. I'm real cerebral like that.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Cerebral Valley, back in the place to be, La Merca Superior Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy Mr. Nine Times. Yeah, man. Presley, where you at? Presley. Oh, there you are. Buddy, where was you at? Shane? Did the whole intro with Uchis. Come here. Come over yandish. Come here. Look at you. Look at that. He was so excited to do this podcast with me. Whoa. All right. There we go. Yeah, man. Today's mathematics. It is Friday, August 7th, 2026, which means it is God. So what is God? God is the universal consciousness in our lives. God is everything, everywhere, and is everything and everywhere and everyone all at once. So just remember that, like, God is always going to be with you. God is around you, and God is within you. Never forget that. Peace. Today's drip check, I finally wore, I don't know how it took, like, these came out on my pops' birthday, and then it's August, so what's that, like 5 months? But the Lake Show, what are these called? They're called, are these called the Lake Show or the Laker Fours? See, this is like what it is, like some sneakers are like, the colorways are called like Black Cat 4s. I don't think that's the colorway. I think they're just Black 4s or something like that. Like the name is the Black Cat, right? But that's not really like the name of the SKU or the colorway. I guess the SKU is the numbers. But these are like the Laker 4s. It has the splatter print on the yellow Nike Air. It has the splatter. I think it's black. I could be wrong, but it looks like black, kind of like the cement 4s where it has that splatter on the heel where the Nike Air is. Very interesting. Like it's what I think is awesome is it's suede nubuck. The webs or whatever you call these shits, they're like not necessary. They're like gray with like a hint of green on the fucking, kind of like the midsole of, I guess you would call, like right below the toe box. I guess this is the midsole, but like wherever the fuck this is this part of the shoe, the webs. You got black, white on the bottom of the midsole, and then it's a yellow Air unit inside. The Air is obviously clear, but the inside of the Air unit is yellow. And then you have the Jumpman, the yellow Jumpman on the fucking tongue, and then a yellow Nike AirTag. Not on a chain, on a fucking those plastic shits that you could pop out. And then I have these. Basically, this is fucking the first ever Imperial. What is it? Sweatsuit or I call this the cozy fit, the cozy suit, right? So I did this shit. We put this on fucking like, is it backwards or upside down? Because it's supposed to be like this, but it's on the inside. It says Imperial, but I wanted it to be the fucking other way. But who cares? It's as long as you can see that it says Imperial. I don't give a fuck. So Imperial on the leg, snowflake on the right below the right pocket, and then we got the snowflake branding right here. The Imperial, and then it's everlasting Imperial on the back, right? So a couple of different logos, and then obviously I have the upside down navy LA hat, and you know, this is the fit. This is just something, and I got some jewelry. So this is kind of the cozy fit I wanted to come out with. If you do want a cozy Imperial fit, this shit will run you. It's not gonna be cheap. And just letting everyone know right now, I know it's the summer. Why am I wearing winter clothes in the summer? Because we have mosquitoes. Those fuckers like to bite my elbows and arms and shit. I think the most interesting place a mosquito's ever like bit me is like on my face, like on my cheek or some shit, or on my forehead. But that was more so when I was a kid. And so, you know, I don't really have shit to talk about. I'm just over here. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see. My bad, y'all. So with the whole shit, what is it? I don't know where to go with this. I kind of don't have shit to... Okay, so let's start with the hat, right? Shit's upside down. I seen a post on Instagram where they don't understand. Somebody was posting like anything that's upside down is like getting dissed, right? Well, that's great, but I feel like that's only like in LA. And I've seen people wear upside down logos, not just LA. But I feel like this is where we get kind of like fucked up with like our street knowledge and shit like that. Like me personally, I never really knew like that rule. You know what I mean? Obviously, I didn't grow up in the hood. Obviously, I'm not from LA. But it's kind of like, for me, it's like fashion. You know what I mean? As long as it's not being outwardly disrespectful or anything like that. Like the logo's just upside down. And to me, it's like, yeah, if you fly the American flag upside down, then that'd be like disrespectful and shit. But like if we're talking about like hood politics, it's like, who really cares? Everybody, like, it's 2026, dog. Like the amount of gang members that have to be active outside, not on their phones, has to be in the 1%. Most gang members now are pushing it online through the phone, through the social media apps, all that other shit. Like gangbanging today is like on the internet, most of it, and it's not really happening on the streets. You know what I mean? Or I could be wrong. Like, let me know. You don't necessarily have to say what hood you're from, even though everyone loves to represent. But I'm just saying, if you are part of a hood where everyone's outside, no one's on their phone, everyone is pushing the gangbanging outside in the street, then fucking, you know what I mean? Let me know if I'm wrong. But from what I know, from being outside, from being in active neighborhoods, not even trying to be on that type of shit. I'm just saying, just being outside and being aware, empirical data. I'm not trying to be fucking who's the dude that goes to every hood or some shit, like the hood vlogs and all that. I don't even do that type of stupid shit because number one, I feel like it's super disrespectful. Because if you're from fucking like some fools don't even be from the US. They be from like Europe and shit, or Canada or whatever the fuck, and then they be doing whole vlogs on like either at real active ass barrios or just regular hoods from whatever, active, non-active or whatever. And it's just super weird to me because it's like, you ever heard that song, that YG song called Don't Come to LA? He made them songs for you, bruh. Because why the fuck are you out here with your little camera like the Blair Witch Project's trying to like catch a fucking some paranormal activity? And it's like, bruh, like, even though like going back to what I said of like gangbanging ain't on the streets really no more and it's on the phone. Oh, they're gonna use the phone to find out where the fuck you are and then they're gonna press you. It's happened numerous times. You know, what's the most famous thing of what's his name? PNB Rock. He posted him at the Roscoe's and they shot him and or whatever. Like, you know, he died over that. What's his name? Pop Smoke. They leaked the address. He was in I think it was an Airbnb up in the hills over there, and then they got him. Like, shit. Just because the fucking gangbanging ain't on the streets like that no more, don't mean the hollers ain't getting carried out, bro. The hollers ain't ever gonna stop. So it's kind of like, I don't understand like the whole shit of where people get this idea like we're gonna cover fucking the 13s out here and shit like that, and it's like, why? And I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do, or if that's your hood and you want to represent your hood in that aspect, then that's in your respect. I'm just saying like, why? Because it's so fucking weird, you know, like. I could remember a time when I was young and it was weird to fucking like have a camera around like you were shooting a documentary. It's like, yo, put that shit away. You know what I mean? The fuck? The whole object of the shit is to get away with the crimes. Not put them on fucking, not document them in evidence. You know what I mean? Fools be ratting themselves out. You know, over for fucking what? Like, you know? And that's the whole shit with like, that was always the oxymoron with me in the music, because it's always like, it's always some bullshit where it's like, you either rap about what you did in a song and you fucking do time and get killed for it, but you're cool, or you don't, or you fucking, you don't rap about that shit and then you're not cool anyway. So it's like, what the fuck? Like that, the whole, that's why with the whole, any extra shit like that is just bullshit to me. It's just noise. You know, there's so many countless things of that, those little kind of like tidbits that I don't like about the game. And it's just real synonymous, or it's like parallel to the street and or like the music, because like, fools really get jammed up over stupid shit, and I really do my best to try to like not disrespect anybody, try to kind of like live in my reality and not try to like embellish or put myself in situations where I have to react on my pride, you know what I mean? Because I'm the first one to just be like, look, bro, like, this is some music shit. If you don't like it, that's cool. This is my podcast. This is my show. If you don't like it, then don't watch it. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody, especially like on Instagram. Like, random ass fools be commenting on my shit. You think I care? No. Why? Because like, I'm like living my life. Like, I'm pretty sure I make, okay, well, money has nothing to do with it, right? Like, I'm way more, like, I have more shit to do. There's not even, I was about to go into, you know, I make way more money than you probably, but that's not like, who gives a fuck at that point? Like, what does money even matter? It's just like, I have no time for you and your shit, you know? I'm literally like trying to do my own thing, and fucking people are just dumb as fuck, you know? With their stupid, silly little comments and whatever the fuck else. It just doesn't make sense to be putting energy in certain things that don't serve you, you know? So like, where was I going with this? I don't know. Hood vlogs, bullshit. I don't know. Oh, the Upside Down, the LA, right? So I just feel like we're in an era where it's like it's not even that serious, you know? Like, one of the things that I still feel like you need to be careful about is wearing the wrong hats in neighborhoods. And then if we're gonna do that, then maybe wearing like, okay, if you're in a certain neighborhood and you're wearing the right hat but the shit is upside down, then I could see how that would be a problem. But if you're from fucking Modesto, if you're from fucking Palm Springs, if you stay in Victorville and you got hats with upside down logos on it, like, why does it matter? If you're from an active neighborhood and you're just trying to bring awareness to people, okay, that's fine. But if you're just kind of like, don't wear those hats at all, then I think it's stupid, because there's no place in the world like Los Angeles. The politics are so different, like all that shit, right? Like everyone got their own politics. Don't get me wrong, but it's just the fact that like, don't apply like our politics to everybody else's. And I'm saying ours, like if I'm a part of it, I'm not. I'm just saying don't bring LA's politics to the rest of the world's politics, because everyone got their own program. But it always goes back to like respect, you know, like don't get me wrong. If I'm wearing this hat and someone don't like it, I'ma handle it like, yo, look, respectfully, like this ain't, I'm not even on that type of shit. But if they're really adamant about me taking the hat off, I'll take the hat off. Like, you know, what's the big deal? Like, if it bothers them that much, listen, bro, I'm on the path to least resistance in my life right now. All that bravado, machismo shit, the whole, you know, fighting and all that shit, like, I'm so waste of time, bro. Like, if you're operating on pride and ego in 2026, man, you need to get the fuck out of here with that shit. You need to reevaluate your life and reassess some of the things that you got going on. Because I'm a man of principles, morals, and character, integrity, and respect. So if you don't fuck with none of that shit, then you can respectfully fuck off out of my life. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with people that are just fucking boneheads. You know what I mean? And if I have to lower myself in your eyes to be the bigger person, then I'll do that. You know what I mean? Because you don't even know that I could be doing you a favor. You get what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't even want to get into that shit, but I don't know, man. My fucking I got sick, and my throat is still fucking sore, pause, and I feel good. I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm really straining my voice right now. But I'm gonna go to Vegas to go see Uchis. Saturday, she's gonna be at the whatever, I think it's the T-Mobile Arena, and I'm taking my parents out to go over there to go see her. So it's gonna be fun. It's going to be off the chain. I can't wait. The first time I ever saw Cali was like, I think the 2016 Odd Future Carnival. And my sister basically made us miss it because I forgot. Oh, no, she wanted to get fucked up. I think she pounded a whole bottle of champagne. And by the time I could hear her, and she only had like a 15-minute set or something like that. That's why I was like, yo, I hear her. We have to go. And she performed. Like, she was like one of the first people to perform. Like, I want to say she was like 2 or some shit. You know what I mean? And I'll never forgive my sister. I hear her as we're going in. The longest, like, dude, they wanted you to snake like Disneyland. Like, you know, the line, the wait time be fucking 20 minutes because it takes you 15 minutes to get to where the line is actually 5. You get what I mean? Like, you got to go fucking all around the fucking around the whole shit, around the whole ride, snake around that shit, do a whole, you know what I mean? Like, go in the fucking building, go out the building, go back in the building. You know, like the Disneyland rides, some of the rides and shit, you'll be like, wait a minute, wasn't I just here? Oh no, now I'm on the second level. It's like some of them shit snake you all the way around, then you go up, and then you snake all the way around, you go up again. You know, and then you go down some stairs, and then you're in the actual room, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, that shit took me for it took a maze to get here, bruh. That's how big Disneyland lines are. You got to go through a fucking maze to go in them rides and shit. So, by the time we went towards the stage, Callie was like, all right, Los Angeles, I love you. And then she waved by, and I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I don't even remember what song she played last. But if this was 2016, she probably played like What was her biggest shit then? Probably like, I don't even think Loner was out. Because Loner came out. No, Loner was Por Vida. So it might have been Loner or something like that. But it was definitely like either Lottery or Melting or something like that. Dude, that's so crazy. That's so crazy how my sister made us miss that shit. But I hate arena shows, but like Cali puts on a really great show from what I've seen. So I can't wait to go see her. I haven't kept up with her albums. I really only like Orquídeas, Isolation, and Sin Miedo. Red Moon, Venus or whatever is kind of too slow. Sincerely's kind of too slow. The one where she paid tribute to Kanye, where it's kind of like, I don't know if it's supposed to be her like eating pussy or something like that. It's there's a censored version and then there's like a uncensored version and shit. Oh well, if we're gonna be like, oh geez, no, it's Drunken Babble, Por Vida, Isolation, Sin Miedo. I think it's Red Moon and Venus, which I think is too slow. Orquídeas, which that's my favorite album from her, and then Sincerely, and then that's it. So she's working on obviously new stuff, and that's what I like about her. It's like she's not like stagnant. It's kind of like she's always putting out these new banging ass albums, and I feel like for her, if she really wanted to go super pop with it, she could easily do the whole reggaeton, be in that steez, but she doesn't. She exists in all these other worlds, and I feel like her expanding her sound is what really draws people from different demographics into her music, which I really commend her for, because that's really hard to do. Maybe an episode or a couple episodes ago, I was talking about how artists go out of different lanes and it doesn't really work for them, but because she could sing, and she doesn't really rap anymore, she just sings, but like, since she's just a great writer and she could speak Spanish, that automatically brings her into these different worlds. Like, you know, she covered La Lupe's Que Te Pedí, the reggaeton shit, the shit with Peso Pluma. She could do the corridos. Like, she could do, like, with her voice and stuff, she's like mad versatile. But that don't happen to like every other artist. Like, it takes a real special person, creative, artistic person to do this type of shit, because I couldn't get out of my sound if I wanted to. Like, I just feel like my shit evolves the way it does, but I'm still like in this kind of, I'll call it more like experimental rap type of shit in a sense. It's not really boom bap. It's not really all this other shit. It's kind of like my own style. And I don't know where you would categorize me, but I guess, you know, time will tell where the fuck it ends up. But, you know, you had like the cloud rappers, like ASAP. They were like the fucking pioneers of that shit. You have all these subgenres, right? But me, for sure, like around like Picasso and Matisse, we definitely were like underneath the Griselda umbrella, which I kind of, not that I don't like it, but it's like we outgrew the fuck out of that, or at least I did, from everybody in that kind of time. Like, if we're gonna talk about, like, Ma grew out of that, fucking the Griselda guys kind of stayed in that, like Benny, West, Khan. Although Khan was always kind of like doing different experimental shit too, he kind of like, he stayed in that, where that was his lane, to the point where like, I feel like he was doing different shit that I didn't really like. But then when he came back with that EP with 1-2, it was like, oh shit, like, this is where, like, this is his pocket for sure. I feel like the one who could really carry that with his voice is Conway. Conway was my favorite Griselda rapper from West. From him and West, it was for sure him. His, like, just the way he rapped and broke down his whole style, it just was like, you know, it was his own thing. And I feel like that's, if everyone chipped off and did their own thing, and Khan stayed with the Griselda sound, I feel like it would be bulletproof because it'd be his own thing. I feel like Rock Marciano exists in that, where he kind of sees a fucking mosquito right here. And I just killed it. You see that? You see that with my fucking fingers? Mr. Miyagi, motherfucker. Look at that. I just killed a mosquito on camera, live. You're welcome. Getting rid of the insects one at a time, dog. Anyway, I feel like if like Conway, like, okay, so Rock Marciano, right? So this fool, I feel like he really borrowed heavily from the Griselda sound, but then he made it his own. I feel like the most blatant kind of biting shit was with Rosebud's Revenge. But it's kind of weird. It kind of, if you guys don't know, like battle rap terms, you had like, okay, so New Jersey Twerk and fucking, what's his name, Rum Nitty, they would do kind of like the same hand movements with like fucking guns and shit. It was stupid as fuck, but it looked really cool in the fucking battles. Like they would do the hand movements with guns and shit, right? At some point, they kind of like their styles were so close together that they almost looked like they copied each other, or like what was like before the chicken or the egg, you know what I mean? Like what the fuck, like who started doing the gun movements first? Because I think Rum Nitty, he said the danglers is me, cuz like he would like fuck, like I can't even explain it, but let's just say he would rap like this or whatever, and then Twerk would fucking do some pistol shit like that. So it was like, oh fuck, like these fools kind of like their performance is kind of the same. And that's what I felt like with Rock. Like Rock kind of, if you listen to Reloaded, that is the closest album to Rosebud's Revenge, but like it's just super different. It's similar, but it's different to the Griselda sound. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's like their styles were like a razor thin apart. You get what I mean? Like a razor blade apart from each other. And it just kind of like, you know, Rock is in his lane, Wes is in his lane. And I think it's really important for artists to find their sound within the sound that they're in. Because like it ain't no idea original. So if you're gonna be underneath somebody else's sound, you gotta kind of like figure out, okay, where in this lane do I exist? Because if I'm underneath this like new wave of boom bap, underground, Chicano, whatever the fuck rappers, then I kind of have to find out where I am. And you don't fucking find out on your own. It just fucking happens. I've told this to NC years ago, where I was like, progression ain't in a matter of days. It ain't even in a matter of like a year. You got to go through years of work before you're like, oh shit, this is like completely different from what I'm doing now. And me, like I always, the Greenlight Saga series, that's always where like I find out what the fuck we really are in my sound. Like, okay, it'll be Greenlight 3 was like fucking me barely figuring out how to program drums. 4 was like, okay, let's make this shit really dark. 5 was let's speed it up. And 6 was like, fuck a formula, like I'm grieving and I need this album to get over the death of my grandmother. And that's where kind of Greenlight 6, it broke the mold. Like it's like I broke the fucking tradition of Greenlight and I made it like my own. And kind of Greenlight now is kind of like where the fuck I am in that moment of time. 3, it took 9 months to do. 4, it took like, I think I started maybe like March and I dropped it in, February, and then I dropped it in April. Greenlight 5 I made in 3 weeks. Greenlight 6 I made in like pretty much 3 weeks, but I had like 2 tracks like back in March or whatever. So, you know, that was just a super heavy album. And I just, you know, Kali Uchis, she was like, Sincerely was for her mom. And that's how she got over like her mom and shit. But I think I've heard that album and I don't really hear like the grieving and shit. Maybe I'm just dumb as fuck and I didn't really pay attention. I think that's what it is, because I don't really like her her slow music. I like her more upbeat stuff. So I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta listen sincerely more. But it's one of those things where, as an artist, there's shit that you write about, and then there's stuff that just writes itself. So I feel like all the challenges, all the adversity in my life, it always comes and it gets stamped in the songs. Like, okay, like I could see where, like, Green Light 4, it was like grandma moved in. 5 was like, now that I have to move, I moved, and now I'm like getting used to LA. And 6 is grandma died, and here we are. Like, it finally, after years of her having dementia, like, it finally happened. You know what I mean? So it was one of probably out of everything, like, because I haven't grieved like that in a while. And who's to say, like, I'm over it? I don't know if I am 100% or not. But it's one of those things where it kind of gradually goes away, or it kind of goes. Because without Green Light 6, bro, like, I think I would have went crazy without it, because I put everything emotionally into that album at the time. And that's what helped me get through it. And I didn't understand. That's why I feel like shit like Ian, Raul, Josh, those still kind of like hurt me in a way, because I feel like I didn't properly deal with them. And now it's just kind of like it's just been too long, So there's no, like, I don't feel as heavy about it because that time has been gone. But I feel like I didn't deal with it in the right way. Like, I was fucking, like, especially with Josh, man, when he died, I started abusing pills, and I was going reckless with it, bro. Like, I was I think just not dealing with reality in general is what kind of fueled my pain, you know what I mean? And you shouldn't be doing that. You should be actively trying to get yourself together, Like, life's gonna break you, and it's all about whether you let the pieces scatter or you're gonna pick them up and heal yourself. You get what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna hold your hand, nobody's gonna coddle you, no one's gonna come and save you. Like, you will get punched in the face repeatedly by life, and it's up to you whether to block or punch back or run away. A lot of people run away, a lot of people don't fight back, a lot of people block. I feel like me, when life fights, I fight life back. Like, that's the only way I feel like I could do shit. If I try to bob and weave and life is coming at me, I'll try to do that. But if I can't, then I'll just hit it head on. Like, fuck that shit. Like, all right, well, fuck it. And, not one thing ain't bad over the other. You got to know when to run, you got to know when to block, and you got to know when to hit. It's just like fighting. You got to pick your battles. Sometimes you have to run because shit is too hard. And then you gotta come, and then you come back, you spin the block, and you say, I wanna fight you again. Like, let's fucking run this shit again. And then you end up fucking kicking life in the ass. It's just one of those things where when you make music, there's no roadmap to this shit. So whatever you're making music for, it better have some solid validity to it, or else you're gonna get chipped off fast. That happens to everybody, bro. Like, only the strong survive in this shit. A lot of people are just scumbags and weasels, and they're just, some people I'm actually really surprised that they still make music, and I feel like it's just because they're holding on to, like, the old glory, or like they're living off of old accolades and shit like that. But that only lasts for a short time, you know what I mean? Because if you're still like doing the same type of shit, if you're not doing any progression and you're living off of old shit, then it's kind of like, it's super obvious to me, because it's like people don't see that. People will look at you like, if like they take it for granted, like, oh, you were this, you were that, but you're not that anymore. Especially if you're going around bragging how you were this and you were that. It's like, okay, what are you now? Because it's like, bro, like, you're old, you really don't have anything to show for the years that you did besides like who did you help in these years? Like, what did you do? You get what I mean? Because I've kind of been seeing the same shit with a couple artists, and it's like, you know, and it's just super sad when you find out, like, not only has their shit been stagnant, but their shit has been going down because they don't even know how to fucking like operate in these times. So they just feed off of the culture. You know, you either die a hero, you live long enough to become the villain, and that's what a lot of artists are like. They're just hanging on, and it's like, get the fuck out of the way, because you're just blocking other people from moving up, you know. And I'm not trying to like diss nobody and shit. It's just the reality of shit. It's like, and like I said, when life wants to move on you, you move on. You know, we're still trying to do like the next show, and like we haven't got no response from the owners, and it's like, okay, well, cool. We're just gonna. I told 30. I was like, well, we're just gonna have to throw shows somewhere else. I mean, it's great. It's a great venue and all that shit, but I feel like if we're not being respected, if our business is not being respected, then we gotta go. Like, I'm not gonna wait around. You know. Plus, I'm super busy, so it's like, okay. We can't do it in August. September's way too soon. So then I'm like, fuck it. Let's push it all the way to like, let's have another Nights at the Round Table, you know, Thanksgiving. So I'm looking at that now, but who knows? It's just one of those things where the game is the game. And I'm not going to cry about it, bitch about it, or none of that. It's like, okay, well, if people don't want me around, then I'm not going to be around them, you know? Like whatever it is, whatever, family or friends or whatever, it's like there's just some things that you outgrow and you don't need them anymore. I don't have to be calling you or texting you constantly. Like, if you don't want any contact with me, I don't want any contact with you. You know, if you're actively trying to be in my life, I'll do my best to reciprocate that. But right now, I'm in the zone, and that zone, if it happens to be without you, then it will be, you know, and people have made it a point to like not include me in their lives, and that's fine. You know, I totally understand if you're going to be having your own agendas and shit that don't include me, that's fine, because I'll just find something else to do without you, you know? I feel like it always goes back to like the people who are roadblocks, who think they're roadblocks in your life, they just push you to the right door. The doors that you can't open because of these people, they're going to fucking lead you straight down the hall, bro. And you're going to find the right one for you. And you're going to find the right situations, because I don't deal with ambiguous bullshit anymore. I used to operate in a lot of potentials and what ifs, but where does that get me in my life? You know, I can't hang on to promises. I can't hang on to words. I gotta fucking hang my hat on actions. And if you ain't about that action, bro, I'm not fucking gonna be around you. You know, what the fuck good is it for you to tell me all this good shit and you don't even follow through with it? You know? Because all you're gonna do is not only waste my time, but most importantly, you're gonna waste your time. I'm a Capricorn, man. Time is fucking money. Time is motherfucking money in my life. And I say this all the time. I could spend all my time making money. I can't spend a dime of my money making back time. So how you going to spend it? You going to waste it? Because you ain't going to get that shit back. Or you going to fucking spend it wisely, and you're going to fucking take care of your loved ones, be around your friend, the right people, not even friends and family, the right people. Because it's them included and excluded, right? It's just one of those. It's just one of those things. That's the name of this shit. It's just one of those things, you know. But it's true. There's a lot of people in my life, and their actions show there's no need for this. There's no need. My uncle called me the other day. He's trying to fucking, you know, see what's going on with me and shit. And I appreciate him for calling me and trying to fucking be in my life. But that's cool. You know, he's actually being proactive in my life, and that's great. You know what I mean? I'll forever love that. I'll forever love my uncles and like whoever else. Oh shit! You hear that, boy? The fucking koi fish are playing. You know, it's one of those. It's something that's important to me when we can just drop the act and be like, okay. And I understand, like, look, if you're busy and I'm busy, that's fine. But at some point, you gotta let me know what the fuck it is. Like, you know, I'm a real emotionally like sensitive person when it comes to actions and words. Like, your actions gotta line up with your words, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to see that shit. You dig? If my uncle, I know my uncle's busy as fuck, dog. He got a big family. For him to fucking call me and reach out, hey, what's going on? What happened? For all that shit, bro. Like, I'm like, I wasn't even gonna take the call because I was fucking, you know, I wanted to keep sleeping. I was tired, but I was like, you know what? That's Theo. Let me answer the call because I don't know if he's gonna be free by the time I wake up. And then I called him. We were on the phone for like a cool little 30 minutes or whatever, and we hung up the phone. You know, he took me to this feed ass fucking Korean barbecue spot maybe like last month. And he didn't need to do that. But like I said, man, you don't got to tell me, you got to show me. That's where I'm at with my life. I just feel I have a lack of faith in people right now. I like certain shits that just happen is just like I don't trust people at all. Like and it's not coming from a place of hurt. It's not coming from because I'm sad or none of that shit. It's just like I just move accordingly. I treat people the way they treat me, and it's just like if I can't trust you, bro, that's on you. Like, you're literally showing me, and they're like, oh, yo, how come you treat this person this way? It's like, fuck them, bro. Like, who the fuck is that asshole? You know what I mean? You start giving people the energy they give you, and it's gonna be some funny shit, bruh. Like, somebody, like, I know and shit. I don't know him this well, but, like, I started giving him his energy, and he kind of, like, now he wants to go, like, Grey Rock with it, and it's like, nah. Like, I'm not going to be the happy-go-lucky guy just because we're fucking affiliated with some shit. And I like to test people. I like to, I'll be happy one day, and I'm going to see who's consistent with it because I'm super consistent, but I'm going to give you them small little tests and be like, yo, what's going down? This Big Silver Valley, you are here for the test. Here you are. Here's your fucking pencil. And then we're going to see how you do today. But every day is going to be a different day, a different quiz, a different test. Because I want to see how you move. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to see how you respond. I'm going to pay attention to everything. Your tone of voice, your attitude. I'm going to see how you react in front of other people. How you are one-on-one. I'm going to see how you react in certain situations that don't involve you. But now you want to get yourself involved into some shit. I'm real cerebral like that. You have to be, because it's like, okay, like now I can't trust you. It's like, okay, I wasn't feeling nothing. Like I was feeling the wall for some crevices. Oh, I found it. This is it right here. Okay, now I can't trust you. Get the fuck out of here. I can't do it. The moment somebody shows me they are untrustworthy, I believe it. The moment someone tells me, hey, man, I'm a red flag, you can't trust me, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you very much. Because you will never, ever get whatever version you thought I was, like the cool dude, that shit is dead. I can't be like that. I can't be like that in situations with people that just consistently show me that they're iffy as fuck. Like, I can't do it. Nah, you're just... I operated in black and white, bro. So if you're gray, you automatically out the way with that shit. If I'm black, you're white. Get the fuck out of here. It has nothing to do with race. It could be any other fucking colors. But you get what I mean? It's like, if I'm operating right here and you on the fence, you over there with that shit. Don't worry. You on the away team. I put you there. Like I drafted your ass over there for a reason. Because there should be no fucking reason why I have to fucking figure people out and shit. You know what I mean? There's like a very, very, very select few people. Andale. All right. The message of the day is trust people who can trust you. This is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower. To let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower. To let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower. To let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower. To let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.